Me and Shuffle are on a new case in Ace Attorney Hot Boy Edition, and he definitely likes this game a very normal amount.
I have 16 different Miles Edgeworth body pillows.
We stay focused on the case,
Dude, I have to say, Wendy has really good taste in flowers.
Good taste in men, too.
never afraid to ask the hard questions.
Hold it! What's a letter?
Where's your hair?
Detail-oriented analysis.
Oh, 12th floor. That's one less floor than 13th. One bullet, 2 stones. Wait.
With the most precise voice acting.
Dot, 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 dot.
Can our high-level logic.
Step 1, listen. Step 2, slap the shit at the table.
Why don't we show the dead body our badge?
Can't believe Gumshoe is better than us.
Oh no.
come through and solve this murder? Stay tuned to find out.
Hello, everyone. Today we are here with Inbound Shuffle.
Yo, 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 what up?
To play Ace Attorney Hot Boy Investigations. So tell us about your love towards Edgeworth, Shuffle.
I mean, Edgeworth is the most incredible video game character of all time. I have 16 different Miles Edgeworth body pillows. I create like a little Edgeworth fort that I like to sleep in the night. I keep him close to me at all times.
Okay, so he is a mega simp over this Hot Boy. Okay.
I love Edgeworth. Edgeworth is definitely my favorite character in Ace Attorney.
Okay, so which one should we start? Two? First.
Probably the first one.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if you're that good, maybe you can start the second one. Play with the new HD Cheapy character sprite. You're so cute, the Cheapy
Oh, that
character
is so
sprite. Oh my
cute.
gosh. Start from this
Turnabout
episode.
visitor.
Okay, by the way, this is the
Loading.
demo version, so we're just trying out this game. If it is really fun, I might buy it.
Sounds good. We'll be able to give a nice recap of the demo. March
Hell
14th,
yeah.
1:16 a.m.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Who's gonna read this?
Sure. To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? It sounds like I'm Edgeworth. Yeah. That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. Okay, gotta remember my edgy Edgeworth voice.
Edgy.
Oh, there's 2 people talking. I think this is the other person.
That might be true, but why? Why go this far? Question mark.
Oh, or is that Baron?
Oh, I'm a dude.
Sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. But a guilty verdict is all that matters to me.
You are a freaking idiot.
No matter what the cost.
Ah, Edgeworth is DD'd. That muscle. Who that?
Who this
that?
is? Is
Bald
this
guy?
like the Baron
I'm sorry.
when he was young? I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been. Always will be.
Who the fuck is a Baron? League of
Uh,
Legend character?
Is that... It was related to Edgeworth. It's like from a previous case. March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutors building, 12th floor hallway.
Oh, 12th floor. That's like one less floor than 13th.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
That's the high level analysis we're looking for in this gameplay. Also, in case you were curious, it's 1 more floor than 11th. Don't even get me started on March 14th and the days adjacent to it.
That's your boy.
It's hard to believe that I've... My boy, Edgeworth! Oh, I love him.
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. Oh, so someone else was stealing my dang office. I hope Detective
we'll kill
Gumshoe
them.
has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean.
I don't think Gumshoe will keep anything clean.
I don't think Gumshoe will do anything to anything.
Yeah, true.
The door is unlocked.
Oh,
Are we gonna find the dead body?
oh, we killed him.
Detective Gumshoe?
Is dead?
No way. What's the smell? It's very familiar. Blood?
Smells like
love it.
shoe. Oh my gosh, check it out. We have our suitcase. Oh, this is a messy room.
Oh, he's got like the Shogun and the K. I remember that shield from like the turnabout case from Edgeworth in one of the previous games.
I remember his
What the-
outfit hanging on the wall.
Right.
What the fuck?
He's got 2 copies. 2 copies of this outfit. One that he wears,
Yeah.
one that he keeps on the wall.
Yep.
What's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of a dead body?
Dead body.
Is this a present? Freeze.
Food.
shit.
Oh. Well, convenient timing.
This is probably not good.
Yeah.
Identify yourself.
Oh, I'm the gunman?
This guy's name ...
Shut up! Why am I always the bad guy? I want to be a good guy.
Nah. You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office.
Whoa. Whoa. Chill.
Is that a threat? ...
That's my line. Just in case.
Let me make one thing very clear.
Huh? That's what I said. What?
You've really embodied the villain here. Like you and this villain are 1-to-1. Mine melded. No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one.
I'm sorry. This is what I said, literally. What? Wow, magic!
This murderer is surprisingly not very talkative. My name is Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah, I know. That's why we got the game.
And I work as a prosecutor in my local district. This is for the people who haven't played Phoenix Wright before.
Yeah, if your name is not Edgeworth, I'm not downloading this game.
Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, with my lover Phoenix, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days, unlike on my vacation where I was thrusted into Phoenix.
Thrusted into Phoenix.
March 14th, 2:56 a.m., High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202.
Ooh. Wait, which year? Is it 2024?
Now, I'm saying ...
Okay. Copycat.
Wait, am I the killer?
Do I have to be the forensics? Ugh, I'm the
Yep.
NPC. I've finished photographing the victim's body, sir.
Could it have taken you longer? Very well. Please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir.
This investigator's a ... I guess. ...
Oh, Gumshoe.
Hey, it's Gumshoe.
I don't want to be Gumshoe. He's stinky.
So I'm gonna have to talk to myself.
You're very good.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
You're doing good.
When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away.
This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct. And an idiot.
He's nothing like
And
a
the one they
dick.
assigned to handle this murder case for the time being.
He is very nice, actually.
Oh yeah, I love Gumshoe.
Yeah. Just kind of stinky, that's it.
You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt?
No, I'm perfectly fine. However, that guy's all fucked up.
Look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed.
Yeah, totally not me. I totally didn't do it. Not
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I was keeping it perfectly clean until this moment, I promise.
I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. Also with blood and
Yeah, a dead body. Why are you guys just ignoring the dead body?
No one gets away with tracking mud into my office.
Whoa, sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing.
He's burned up.
This
and
crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it.
Ho ho.
That's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Slap slap. Why is that sound effect?
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads.
Ooh, they're highlighted.
Ooh, facts and
Must
leads.
be important.
We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth.
Okay.
First thing I notice, there's a dead guy. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. You can access the forefront of my mind by pressing the R button. Speaking
the
of things that
E.
pique my curiosity, why, of all places, did the murder occur in my office?
The
crime scene,
crime?
my office.
Q.
I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. You think it's important
To keep the
in mind
crime scene.
where the murder happened?
Great detective.
That's brilliant detective work. Edgeworth is the best of the best.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really. Especially because of this. you really don't have to prove to me that, that it's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
The key to your office?
For
office
security
key.
reasons, this office door has a lock built into it.
This door has a lock. Boom.
What?
What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you.
What's that? Can I eat it?
Right? Logic?
It's a
the
cookie?
rapper? By finding the connection between two pieces of information
Okay.
and connecting them, new information is born.
Ooh.
That is the end result of using logic.
Okay. How do you use logic?
I can't. This guy is supposed to be like a top level detective, Dick Gumshoe. And Edgeworth is like, to use logic, you connect pieces of evidence together. He's like, this is really new information to me. I think Edgeworth might be mansplaining to Gumshoe right now.
Gumshoe hasn't solved any case by themselves so far.
Gumshoe's just happy to be involved.
Yeah.
First, I recall the information that I've gathered with my Q button. Then I connect them together with my T button.
Q and T.
Gumshoe's
Got it.
Gumshoe's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Do I have to quick time invent it? Now use Q.
Now to use Q and recall the facts.
Q. Whoa.
Dong.
X-ray mode.
Epic.
Crime scene, my office. The office key.
Someone broke into the office. Whoa. This is a high level deduction.
Whoa.
For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks,
Okay.
which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here.
Okay.
Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence.
Bro, we established this like immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. Using that the Logitech you told me about.
Logitech.
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
Did he already forget that the killer came in and pointed a gun at him
Yeah,
and then
and then
shot
shot
his
his
own
clothes?
painting? Like,
Yeah.
like
The killer's goal. Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Your clothes? I don't know. Cool outfit?
you're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. You already figured out so
Thanks.
much stuff.
Please
we can
be
probably
my
call it a day.
Please be my friend, Gumshoe. I need someone cheering me, no matter what I do.
Right.
You just farted.
Gumshoe is
Great fart.
Yeah, it's like a mother with like a 5-year-old child. It's like, I figured out that the room that it was in is important. And she's like, really good job, Edgeworth. Really impressive stuff.
Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains.
Okay. Okay.
Little bit haughty and confident for the most basic deduction of all time. But
However,
Oh, my house
if the information
doesn't.
if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth and take physical damage to my health bar.
Oh, better not take physical damage.
Before piecing, I almost said piercing. Before piecing leads together, the logic should flow.
And logic will flow on his newest album coming out October 17th.
Well,
The
let's
logic
get
will
started with
flow.
our investigation, shall we?
Let's do it. Yes,
Yes, sir. Begin investigation. The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that. And when I want to examine something, I simply point my finger at it.
Check it out. His finger.
I'm examining Gumshoe right now. Very hot.
Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use tea, okay? Please talk to me. I'm so lonely. I'll give you great, precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. An ace investigator that just learned what logic and leads and facts are.
Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose.
Okay. Oh, he's following me.
Oh, he follows. That's so cute. That's my Gumshoe buddy.
Right.
They finished photographing the body, so it should be all right to examine this area. I love fucking with crime scenes. I
And
won't
bodies.
rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Gumshoe, bend over.
The blood in the hand.
Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area.
Okay.
It looked like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
What is
In
his
other
hand
words,
doing?
He did not have super strong abs.
Why is that hand over there?
He's like,
I gotta cover my butt before I die. That is really embarrassing.
I'm gonna get shot in the stomach and poop my pants.
No.
Yeah. This is the worst day, man. Yeah, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that.
Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene.
Crime scene
Crime scene
notes.
notes, jot it down.
Bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen.
Abdomen.
Abdomen. The body was found at around 2:05 a.m.
It just means homie was shot in the stomach.
Not the butt?
Are you gonna be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course. My brain is fucking massive.
Check it out. He's pointing at his headphone.
Check out how big my head is.
6.
Honestly, compared to his shoulders, his head is tiny. All right, if you say so.
Continue pointed ahead.
I find all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer.
Organizer. Okay.
Oh, yeah, right.
With my organizer! When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press the E button to open my organizer.
Organizer.
But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too.
Oh, okay.
Like Phoenix's. Sometimes I just like to look at pictures of him. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often.
Check the facts. Eat my eat button.
Yes.
Oh,
Fact
I have
number
one
one.
of the badge.
This guy is dead.
Oh.
Oh, the proof. Oh, that's so nice. I love showing my badge to people when I was Phoenix.
Yeah.
Walk up and say, hey, did you see the murder that happened? Also, did you know?
Yeah.
I'm a defense attorney.
Oh my gosh, we also have Gumshoe's profile.
Dick Gumshoe. He's 32 years old, but he looks like he's 50.
Really?
I mean, he's huge. I guess I don't know why. You don't just keep growing as you get bigger. 90-year-olds are like 18 feet tall.
Who is he? What do we have here?
What do we have here?
Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. Is that called a walit?
It's a police badge, detective.
Oh, shit. Oh, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinky dink.
Koiki dink.
Gosh. Oh, man. Let's take a look inside.
His name
Buddy
is Buddy Faith.
They're a detective. Ooh.
Oh, that's classic Phoenix Wright naming, man. Buddy Faith.
Yeah.
It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. Too bad I never got a chance to teach him what facts and logic were.
How about... Oh, we already checked his, like, stomach area. So what did he write?
Did he write gum
yeah,
on
did
the
he,
back?
like, G-U-M?
Is he trying to frame Gumshoe? I don't believe it. I packed those files on these shelves so tight that not even an earthquake can make them fall off. But just look at them. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all.
So why are you still worrying about the files? Okay.
Problem, to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf.
Does anyone want to examine the bloody writing?
Right?
He's like, damn, those books fell over.
Yeah.
Nothing else important
That's
here.
it? Okay.
Your files are all over the floor, sir.
They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer.
The struggle. Okay, so there was somewhat of a fight?
Interesting. Oh, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. For real. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort that I absolutely, definitely, 100% really put in pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
You just said
Mom?
that he might keep the place clean.
Well, I watered the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled. Aren't you a
Dang,
detective?
right? Does he have a life? Oh, rude.
Does he have a job? Really? We can't examine the upside down writing?
Yeah, right?
What is this? Danganronpa V1 Trigger Happy Havoc? Oh, that's a good reference.
Maybe they will let us do that later.
Yeah.
We can look at the murder weapon? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I have
There's
to face the right way. Ah, come on.
Edward's like, first I must perform the evidence dance.
Press the wrong one. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to them.
Do you have anything to report? As I put my finger on his chest. That's really aggressive, Edward.
Point at the gum, please. Sir, yes, sir. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes.
Talk about a contradiction.
Something out of the ordinary, I should look around a bit more.
Maybe
Look for
the
objects that are
gun.
vaguely gun-shaped. Is the strange thing you're seeing smaller than a bread box? What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here.
I think I've seen one of these before. Let me think really hard about it.
Care to enlighten me as to where?
Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think.
Detective.
Huh.
I don't really like guns all that much.
Wait,
I mean,
that's
They're really dangerous.
Gumshoe.
Oh, this is not Edward.
Yeah.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. I got to the second line and realized it was too stupid. To be
Yeah.
Edward.
Oh, so that doesn't sound like something he would say.
But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir.
So, does he still have his gun?
So was one detective killed by a prosecutor or killed by another detective? Or killed with his own gun?
Yeah, someone stole Gumshoe's gun. That is actually Gumshoe's gun.
Oh, yeah, they stole Gumshoe's gun to shoot him, and then they wrote with their own hand Gumshoe in blood to try to pin it on him. It's obviously not Gumshoe.
Yeah,
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by the precinct's detectives. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other.
That's it? We don't get to talk to them? Let's talk to this guy.
What's up, Steve? How you doing, Steve?
How's it coming along, Steve?
Please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art.
I think this guy is a robot. I think a robot has become one of our police officers.
Oh, it's your trophy. The Knight of Prosecutors, right?
King of prosecutors. I'm the king! It's not a trophy, it's a shield.
They only sent this to the winning prosecutor, right?
Two.
Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people.
So cool.
Call me Mark Zuckerberg. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself.
That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime.
Saying that is gonna make you so dang slick, dude.
Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me.
Classic, Edgy. Watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir. It's very dangerous.
It might explode.
That killer is going to pay. This tea set was given to me by my lover.
Yeah, you're really mad over this.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It cost more than your whole month's paycheck.
Ooh, fancy.
What? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
It is funny to me how much they just like replaced Maya's lines with Gumshoe, and it works perfectly fine.
Yeah, true.
No, I tried so hard to keep this place spotless. I already said this, I think, but I'm gonna get mad again anyways.
Yeah, it didn't give me a check mark, so I think it's something new.
I thought police detectives had to be like on call, like
Right.
for when the crimes happen.
Yeah.
Oh, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games.
Where are the chests?
I had no idea you were interested in chess.
I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. It's got horses.
In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case.
Aw.
Though, I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much.
What? Dude, Edgeworth has softened. This is not the Edgy from the first trial in the first game.
Yeah, I don't think he would like waste time into like.
I guess dating Phoenix is really common.
I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa.
Do you ever relax? Dude, probably the most tensed up person I've ever seen.
Right. That thing looks 1 billion times softer than my mattress at home.
What? What kind of mattress do you sleep on?
Right, that looks like a very normal sofa.
Right?
Can I sit on it too? Just for a little while, sir?
Are you a dog?
Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that. You have a very dirty butt. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest.
You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end.
Trooper.
Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off.
He can't take time off to
sit on the
down?
couch? Yeah, that's a little rough.
He has enough time to clean your office.
Yeah, right?
But not enough time to sit.
It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. It's so tidy, it looks newer than when I first bought it.
Oh, dang. Gumshoe actually cleaned it?
Yeah, that thing's so polished it makes mirrors jealous.
Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, Detective.
My job is to protect your office, sir, and clearly I did a fantastic job.
And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it.
That's harsh, sir.
Oh,
I have to admit the desk has never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay,
dog his
even though I love to.
Who gave him that potted plant?
Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers from Phoenix?
The ones that come with a card attached every month like clockwork for you? Yup.
Huh.
That Phoenix is really devoted. So speaking of that, let's see what's on this card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Phoenix.
Oh, is that Wendy Oldbag?
Wendy Oldbag. Yeah.
Oh, right. She is a big ass, like, dork over
Oh,
him somehow.
Right.
Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy thorns.
Wendy, isn't that the name of the old lady with the whiny voice that's stalking?
That's enough, detective. You need not remind me further. Shudder.
Okay, so
Asterisk shudder.
we need to do some of our
Brain blasting?
logic combination.
Logic, save me. Logic. The killer's got what has happened in my office.
Yeah, I want to use the revolver. Okay. Connect. Ching. Bong gong.
Oh, we're gaming.
Gaming.
The revolver. The standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed?
Departed?
Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
One more time.
Gross. Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What do we got here?
Ooh.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster.
So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him.
Victim's revolver data jotted down in my organized.
Huh.
Dude, he really should have kept his gun.
Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver.
Oh, we can 3D examine.
Ah, nice. As I always say, you gotta look really carefully at each piece of evidence. This gun have a horse on it. You can use up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use the Q button and the E button to zoom in and get out. And out to whatever. Stop. Don't put the gun at yourself. That's dangerous.
Don't worry, I will not trigger it.
To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger.
You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns.
You would think a policeman.
Oh, but I love the ones that use a track and field meet to start races. If you take off before it's fired, everyone always ends up following your lead.
Chase you down for a false start, detective.
Now that you mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place.
Bullets. How many bullets do we have left? Ooh.
It looks like only one round was fired from this.
Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? I almost said Mrs. Edgeworth.
Mrs. Edgeworth.
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility.
But do you remember earlier?
Right,
he
he-
definitely shot the dang gun at the painting.
Right, so he must have killed this guy with a different gun.
Yeah, this is not the murder weapon.
I guess this is about all we're going to find out.
That's everything.
We should send the body to autopsy.
Who's Jim? Jim? Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, that's the another guy.
The killer.
Why? Oh, why? How could this have happened to a guy like you?
His name's not Jim. His name's Buddy Faith.
Right?
Are you all right?
Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Just let me be.
Sorry, but I can't do that. For one, this is a crime scene, and more importantly, it's my office. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body.
The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he just turned in for the night.
Looks like a lump of flesh to me.
Yeah, right?
Sure, just in a bloodstained suit, pal.
With hand on butt. Where are my manners?
Aren't you that prosecutor?
Why, yes, I am. I am... Who that? Jacques Portsman?
Jock.
Just Jock? Jock Portsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting.
I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
So you are Miles Edgeworth? I guess this is your office?
Yes, that is correct.
Then it was you. You're the one who killed Jim.
Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay?
I will not. I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office door all have locks built into them, and only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door.
That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Much as I wanted to.
Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth's been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So out of the two of us, the only
I
one could
was
have
the
killed him
one
was
killed.
me, see? So the only one who could get in here was me, see? Oh, funny. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means.
I'm not sure what that means.
Edgeworth, can you teach me that logic stuff again real quick?
So it was you then. You were Jim's killer.
No way, pal. You got it all wrong. It couldn't have been me. This is Edgeworth's office.
Everyone calm down.
Eh?
Mr. Portsman, correct? If you're a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions?
All right. I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. He's so weird.
Can I ask, what the fuck happened to your hair?
Right? I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You are something of a legend, you know? Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay?
No.
He looks like a killer. I don't believe him. I have no faith in him. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Ugh. No.
Dot, 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 dot.
Oh my
Pleasure
god.
to work with you.
You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all.
Thank you. I intend to.
I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there?
So? What?
I want you to capture the scene on film for me.
Now, careful with that guy. I think he's a robot.
My final farewell to my partner, Jim. He's posing next to a dead body? That's, very weird.
I should probably give them some space.
No.
Maybe call a therapist.
That's so weird.
Can you take some really good pictures of me posing with my best friend's dead body? This is gonna do crazy numbers on the gram.
Okay, let's look at this.
Well, it's a good thing my Steel Samurai doll was spared any harm. I really care deeply about my Steel Samurai
Thank
doll.
goodness.
Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. Maya freaking out in another world.
Right.
Whoa, what's it about again?
Don't ask that question
I don't
to
know
Maya.
much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. And his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai.
I'm interested in the pink princesses.
Was the Nickel Samurai the one that got started by the guy who killed the Steel Samurai?
Maybe. I remember there was
I
one
vaguely
episode
remember
with a
that
lot
plot.
of samurai stuff.
Yeah.
Along with a deluge of other shows and merchandise and some other shit that I don't remember what I said.
You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy?
Of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much.
Keep up with society.
And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation.
Are they done taking pictures? Because that's
How many
very
pictures
weird.
of you posing with the dead body do you need, my homie?
Do we have to look at this? I kind of forgot about this.
Probably worth looking at it, yeah. Maybe it's worth dancing in front of it, too.
Just getting stuck.
Your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor?
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? An even worse crime. They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in?
Ooh, debuted.
Well, what if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster.
Oh my gosh, Gumshoe.
It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here.
The dead body?
Huh? Like what?
Goldfish memory.
Yeah.
I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. Someone was murdered. There's a giant contradiction. Oh, sorry. There's a giant contradiction right here in front of us.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we kind of already figured it out.
Yeah.
Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. I miss him. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct the investigation my way.
Yeah,
With
right.
logic and facts. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my detective skills come into play. Time to use logic.
It's
First,
detective.
I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. Then, I'll point my finger and say, hold it! This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my finger at it and press the T button with conviction.
Conviction.
Hold it! And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it!
To the hole.
Hey, you jacket on the wall. Have you considered this?
This is how
This
I
is
do
how
things.
I do things. And no one else does anything similar to this. I can't think of one guy.
Present. Eureka.
Eureka! This bullet hole is the contradiction.
We got there, Edgy. What do you mean, sir?
It's elementary, my dear. Gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim. and the second felled this frame.
But isn't it possible that he was standing in front of the picture frame when he got shot? Hey, that's right.
1 bullet, 2 stones. Wait. Wait, 1 bullet, two guns.
1 bullet, 2 stones.
Wait, 1 bullet, 2.
Maybe a bush. Phoenix's bush. However, this gun was only fired once,
Hey, that's true too.
which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun.
No.
Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight?
Another handgun. Other than the victim's gun that I found, could there be another gun in play here? Gumshoe's gun.
By the way, I noticed something, sir.
Yes.
What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame?
Ah, that. It's a secret safe.
It's secret safe. Oh, I smell money. I'm gonna rob you.
It's probably a bunch of pictures of Phoenix.
Yeah, I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. It's actually a photo album. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way.
Roger that.
Ooh.
Achoo, achoo. Talk about dusty.
Huh, what is that
I suppose
mark?
that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
Yeah, it's like a scratch mark or something.
There's like, it's so much stuff around the keypad.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was a safe here, or I'd have kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one.
Oh.
Honestly, kind of shocked you didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
Oh.
But I kind of just blew the whole thing for everyone, didn't I?
So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
Right now, nothing. And don't open it, I swear.
Eh.
We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session.
That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams.
What do you expect, Gumshoe? That's weird.
My hopes and dreams to rob my boss.
Only
Jot it
they
down.
know of them. Okay.
In my organizer! I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. And I can smell several more crannies, and even a couple nooks. Now this is odd.
You found something, sir?
This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean?
Really?
Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself.
Oh, so these are supposed to be dust, and these are supposed to be cleaned. Oh.
I guess that's what they were trying to illustrate.
It just feels like oil stain.
Yeah,
Okay.
discolored metal or something.
Okay.
You there, the forensic scientist. Yeah,
So
you there,
busy.
the robot.
Yes, sir.
Could you please dust this area for fingerprints?
You got it, sir.
Dot, 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 dot.
I couldn't find, let alone lift, a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Wiped fingerprints.
Wiped down well.
All of the fingerprints on this has been wiped clean off. Okay.
It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly play connect the dots with the information we have.
Okay, so
Okay.
he's saying logic, so Q.
We
Wiped
know there were some wiped
fingerprints.
fingerprints.
Killer skull, another handgun.
Oh, did they hide the other handgun in the safe?
We could try.
But we might lose some HP if it's wrong.
Let's see. If it matches. Oh, it
Oh no! I've lost HP!
did. Maybe
So
we need
then
to find
the
more
other-
stuff.
It must be that the reason they killed them was because they wanted to get some evidence or something out of this safe.
Oh. This.
That was the only other thing that stood
true,
out to
true,
me.
true. You're right. Oh,
Aha!
I see.
I believe I figured out what the murderer was after.
They're trying to find the stuff in the safe.
What is it, sir?
They were after Phoenix's nudes. I mean, the evidence in the safe. The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe.
Oh. So they're not trying to kill some people.
So I wonder if it's something like the guy thought this was Buddy Faith's office because Buddy Faith was in here, and he wanted to steal evidence from Buddy Faith's safe. So he killed him. But then why would he like shoot the jacket? I don't understand the point of that. I guess we'll probably figure it out by continue to play, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime.
The other piece of information. So the signs of a struggle, a motive, theft, another handgun. So is the signs of struggle actually just like them looking for stuff?
Oh,
Right?
yeah, they were looking for a specific case to steal.
Yeah.
Good call, good call.
They're trying to find a thing.
Right, they were looking for some files.
Right.
There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer.
Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir?
Very likely.
Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before. Even at a library.
Sure. Let's give that a try.
Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. ...
No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. So, like, get over
outta
it
here.
already. Jeez. It's not that deep.
He just like stood
All we can
in
do is search for
front.
the truth.
I wonder if he's trying to block something so we can't look for it.
Right.
And so what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth?
First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place.
You got it. Here, let me help. Oh, I don't trust
No.
you.
So this file goes here, and that book goes there.
You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being in Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal. Okay, done.
It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here.
The bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh.
I suspected the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf.
And the guy fell onto the floor, right? And the floor is kind of grossing me out. The blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out. His hands position on his own butt is so funny.
Yeah, right? Just like conveniently rested around the curve.
Right?
Okay, let me see if my model is actually blocking it.
You gotta scoot your model out of the way.
Yeah, because that's where the crime scene is. Anyways.
Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now.
But you know I'm no good with blood, sir.
No good with blood, sir. That's a detective. For you. No good with
He's like,
gun, no
I
good
hate-
with blood.
I hate blood. I hate blood. I hate guns. I don't know what logic is. How did I get this job? Bro lied on his resume like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, we
What is
gotta
that
deduce.
fingerprint? Deduce.
This spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold.
Huh. It's very interesting
Oh.
that it's... Huh? What?
I figured it out.
In sitting position where after being shot. Oh, so that's why the seat of the victim's pants has blood on it.
Now, Gumshoe, we can't simply rule out that he liked to rub blood all over his own butt.
Oh, so he was sitting here and then got killed. And then...
Right. There's like a bullet hole on the bottom shelf.
Yeah, and then they pushed him out of the way, or he just fell over after he died. So how did he get fingerprint on top of here? Did he try to push himself up to look for stuff?
That would be the logical conclusion.
So this is where the bullet lodged itself after it went through the victim, huh?
For the bullet to be lodged so squarely in a file spine indicates that the files were ransacked after the shooting had occurred.
Then I guess the victim was moved because he was in the killer's way. So is it that we like contradict the bloody handprints with like seated position? Is that in our like mental mode?
Just like press on one of these?
Yeah.
The killer moved the body because it was leaning against the bookshelf.
The blood on this guy's pants proves that pretty well.
In a sense, I suppose.
See, I'm not completely useless, Mr. Edgeworth.
Did I click on the handprint? We clicked on this one, but we haven't clicked on
Right,
this
but the
one.
upper one doesn't have a check. The victim's handprints.
He must have tried to support himself with his hands here after being shot. Those must have been made when, unable to stay standing, he dropped to the floor.
Okay. Right, he was trying to support himself after he held his own stomach and then leaned down.
So you're saying he was sitting on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got shot.
He's
And
probably... Oh, right. Yeah, how did he got shot with a bullet right through here?
Right, so I think maybe we contradict these upper bloody handprints with the sitting position, if we have that clue.
You think so? Or it's like
Yeah.
the easy one, like 2 bullets, right? Grab this,
Well,
contradict with a gun.
I think we already did that contradiction. I mean, I have there's some clear stuff that's clearly wrong, but I don't know what order the game wants me to, like, put it in.
Yeah, seems like he was sitting there and the bullet went through him. And then he tried to stand up to either fight back or run away or something. That's how he was trying to support himself on the shelf. I don't know why he was sitting on the ground when he there.
Yeah, why was he sitting on the ground when he got shot?
Was he just like looking through files?
Oh, is it that, like, the files were disorganized? Like, the one that got shot was actually
Above here?
in the wrong spot?
But Gumshoe was very clear about how he's familiar with the office, though.
Right.
They are put back to where they're supposed to be.
It is interesting that it goes 1, 2, 3, 0. Shouldn't it go 0, 1, 2, 3?
You want to do the other one or like the bullet?
We can just do the bullet. It's fine.
Okay, the bullet one.
Yeah.
With this.
Wrong.
Oh shit, that was a mistake.
That wasn't a mistake. That was me keeping you on your toes, detective.
Yeah.
With the body?
Probably the print with the body.
Okay.
See if that works.
Eureka! This is clearly.
Oh, no,
Oh,
that's all
shit.
wrong. Shit.
Oops. Can't believe
Oh,
Gumshoe is better than us.
Oh, no.
Oh
Oh, donkey. What did you present for the bullet hole? Did you present the gun?
no. Yeah.
Oh, you should present the state of the body to the bullet hole.
Okay. Straight to the
There's
body.
only so many things we can even do.
So many combos.
Why don't we show the dead body our badge? What do you mean, sir?
You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up.
True.
But what if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir?
That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot,
True.
which suggests that he was standing when he was shot.
That's what we were saying.
Then that means... what does that mean, sir?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while
does that mean?
instead of mine, detective. I'm docking your pay. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption. It was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born.
What is a faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position? The order of the files?
That's the one that makes the most sense to me, because it's like, it seems unlikely that they fabricated the bloody handprints. I mean, they could have, but it seems unlikely, which means that he was standing. And there's the position of the handprints isn't really an assumption. We can see where they are. So it feels like the 0 is supposed to go before the 1, but I thought Gumshoe like had this on lock.
I believe the order of the files is a bit off.
You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir.
Oh?
Yeah, you see here how the files that were shot begin with the number 0?
Right.
What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird.
1, 2, 3, and 0.
Actually, the way they are organized now is the correct order. They're exactly as I see them in my mind's eye.
But the numbers are all out of order.
Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha, so that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you did, detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out.
Do you think it'd be okay to prop the body back up to how it was before it moved?
They've finished processing the crime scene, so I think we can do whatever the hell we want with this body. Let's use it like a soccer ball.
Oh
If
no!
you please, Detective Gumshoe.
Put it back up. Put it back up.
And they cut off his head to use as the soccer ball.
Oh yeah, it did say Gumshoe on this side.
As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be.
Okay, that makes sense.
The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith.
And then put them back in the wrong order, and then got shot. and then pretended like they looked afterwards. That's crazy. And then put the files back in numerical order, I guess.
Exactly. And then proceeded to shoot the victim.
But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time?
It's two different people looking
he
at
was-
the file, probably. It's him in here looking through the file, but then the killer did the killing and looked through the file again. I don't know.
Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the crime. But why?
Either they were staging it, or you're right, it's two people.
Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look and see if we can finally notice that they wrote Gumshoe over there.
Yeah, it's like, it's weird that he is in his office in the first place. And then the killer was here. Also, is weird. It's like, there's a party here or something? Why is everyone here? Hot spot.
Did this guy look through the files first
Yeah.
and then put them back in the wrong order
Yeah.
and then get shot?
And then the prosecutor came in, did the killing, and then looked through the files again, and then couldn't find whatever thing, and then left in a hurry because Edgeworth was here, so didn't have time to put it back.
That's making sense. Because Buddy is a detective, so he wouldn't know that he shouldn't put
Yeah.
OA at the beginning.
Yeah, and then this like prosecutor helped us put things in the right
So he
order.
knew.
We're missing a book.
This!
What is that?
Is your name
Why does it say Gumshoe on there in blood?
Gumshoe? I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence.
Yes, indicative of criminal activity indeed.
No, wait, there's got to be some mistake. I'm too stupid to kill anybody.
Yeah, they're all messing with him.
Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me. Say something, sir. ...
It appears that one of my files was stolen.
Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation?
Is this what the killer was really after?
G-U-M.
O-H. O-H was stolen. They stole...
oh.
Oh!
They stole the O.
They stole... Oh!
One of the files that were written
Stolen file.
upon in blood was stolen by the culprit.
Investigation complete.
Oh, thank you for healing me. Looks like Jen was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end.
Are we sure we don't want to pretend that's some numbers?
Right. And this most important message managed to reach us.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
Dot, 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 dot.
You guys accusing me of murder is making me so angry that I could kill somebody.
You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party.
Phoenix did it?
Phoenix.
If you are going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, that's fine. Just don't call him my partner. I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up.
Point. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you say?
I don't think those are words.
Yeah, it's just lettuce.
That's some blood.
If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning.
It's also missing O, so it's not really his name.
Right? That says Gums...
Yeah,
Gumco.
Whoa.
Right? That could be anybody.
You got it.
It's so funny because that's actually the argument Edgeworth would make if Phoenix said, it
Yeah.
looks like it says Gumshoe if there's a missing thing. He's like, to me it looks like it says Gumsrow. You can't prove that there's anything missing.
Yeah, right?
I don't like this one bit. There's something off about this man's attitude, and there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you going to do?
What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique.
How do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir?
Cross-examination!
It's like, Gumshoe, we have literally cross-examined you.
Right? So we don't need him.
But we probably do need to know how it
Fine.
works for the game.
Fine.
All right. First, I listened to the...
ba,
All right. First, I listened to the witness's testimony.
I listen. Step 1, listen.
If I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, then I'll scream, "Objection!"
Step 2, slap the table.
I'll scream, hold it.
Slap the shit at the table.
I open my organizer with the E button and present the piece of contradictory evidence.
Ah.
To present something, I must simply use the T button, but that's old news.
I'm not remembering any of these, by the way. I'm just making fun of them while not learning anything.
But it's not like there's going to be a flaw in their testimony every time, right?
Correct. And at those times, I need to press the witness with the Q button. Sometimes, by pressing, I can draw out new information and new or modified testimony.
I think I get it, sir. It's the same shit that Phoenix does. I'll be sure to try this technique out during my investigations, too. It's so funny. Whenever Phoenix does this, Edgeworth's always like,
Why are you doing verbal trickery? Why? It's already so obvious that they're the murderer. Just shut up already.
Right?
Very well. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh,
by
we're
a
just gonna
pro.
doing it? We're just doing it? Okay. Mr. Portsman's logic. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters that his body was hiding. And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice. So how can he write someone's name when he's dead?
he's like, I have 14 seconds before I die. I know exactly what to do.
Gumshoe.
You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer?
Dude, I have to say, Wendy has really good taste in flowers. I'm pretty sure those are iris flowers.
San Diego's like, yo, old bag got
I
it on
dig
lock.
those flowers. Wendy O'Bag, my pal.
Good taste in men, too.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. For you. I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer arrest.
Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? Perhaps you need a hearing aid. That wasn't... There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here.
No way. He's not smart enough.
I will find the flaw in this man's logic
Flow.
and expose it with credible evidence.
Can't make shit up. Sadly.
There's no way he killed him.
According to me. So anything to press? Press!
The Phoenix strategy. Press literally everything.
Yeah.
Hold it!
You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. Why are you dressed like that?
Where's your hair?
Seriously, what happened to your hair? Why do you call the victim Jim?
Oh yeah, that's the focus.
His name is Pal or something?
Buddy
When
Faith.
clearly his name is Buddy Faith.
Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jack and Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly?
But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name.
Well, Jack and Buddy just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim. Wow, what an asshole.
He talks about the victim like he was his pet.
Further, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. Press!
Hold it!
Do you really think it was necessary to shovel my shelves twice to do that?
That's true. Okay, then maybe his real intent was theft.
Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth? I would never do that unless it was money.
It's a possibility. Maybe your salary has been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle.
I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but...
Poor thing. What are all evil prosecutors you were paired up with? And what a motive, no? That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. Press.
I would never touch his body. It's covered in blood, and that's yucky. And why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing?
Because the body was getting in the way. He had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway, thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters. Press.
Hold it! What's a letter? Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters?
The body was covering it up quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. But judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something.
Actually, good one. Actually, Zinger, you know what? You convinced me. Gumshoe did it.
Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. Just 'cause I'm stupid doesn't mean you can call me stupid.
There's a lot of person can understand about another from first impressions alone. First impressions.
Don't you guys work in the same building?
I can't say I disagree with him on that point.
You're on his side.
Why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Monka shake.
Monka shake.
Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it with evidence.
I couldn't ask for a better setup for the game finishing spike. And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice. Press.
Hold it.
Are you saying that those letters were intended for you?
Yep, Jim was an outstanding detective. I would expect no less from my former partner.
It looks like Mr. Portsman still doesn't understand.
What What are you sputtering over there? Can't you just admit my logic is perfectly sound?
Actually, there's a gigantic flaw in his logic. A gap so wide that even the good detective could spot it.
The good detective.
Now, to clue Mr. Portsman in by presenting him with some evidence.
Okay.
Easy clap. Because the killer literally stole a book that had bloody letters on it. There's no way the killer wouldn't have noticed it.
Represents the missing book.
Yeah.
Objection.
Objection! Ah, you love a good objection. You fucking idiot. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there's a serious flaw in your logic. You're an actual dumb shit. Reminds me of my lover.
Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem. I'm game.
I thought you were Portsman.
Got him.
I can't help but find it odd that you even have a job with your stupid fucking hair.
Excuse me?
Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. Dude, actually what I was going to say is like, how could a prosecutor be so stupid?
Well, what are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it. Ah.
If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. If you have the time to laugh, you have the time to think. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file?
What? That's impossible.
If this was the regular Phoenix Wright game, this would be the point where this guy's like hair flies off his head and his mouth unrolls.
He's
and
going
hits
like
the
a
floor.
wiggly move.
What's impossible, Mr. Portsman?
God, Edward's smug ass face is so funny.
Nothing.
Oh, he's
It's just
sweating.
like,
He's
oh,
sweating.
did you miss something?
The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
Oh.
It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the crime.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
I think it's pretty obvious the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters and the detective's name where the file is proof. It should be whatever, you get it.
Yeah, I mean the S is gone. There's only half a H.
If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files.
He will wipe it.
Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood.
Go. He did his thing. Backwards flip.
There we go. Which means, what exactly? What does that make this dying message?
It makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene.
That's so low. I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have him under arrest in no time.
Yeah, right.
Well, Mr. Portsman,
Brilliant. Absolutely splendid.
Logic deserving of Olympic gold.
I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that you're absolutely fucking stupid, bro.
You are wrecked. Nah, you win some and you lose some. That's how life goes.
I do not lose some.
You win some, you win some.
Even though I feel more dead than alive. And Buddy Faith feels the most dead, if I'm saying.
But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However,
What is it this time? Are you still after me, pal?
still have to be. Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office?
That would be me. But Mr. Edgeworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal.
Oh, oh, oh,
What it-
flashy.
That's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence.
Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? Is it because you just put on a jacket?
He's not taking it off. Nice move.
You know, this murderer is really turning me around on him.
Well, I was thinking, did you know there's one other person with a key to this office?
One other person.
Hey, you there. Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me?
A lady? I'm not interested.
The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness.
Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal. Don't. Is it Windy Old Bag?
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with him all of a sudden?
Oh no.
Oh, it's not old.
I believe she needs no introduction. I have called upon Miss Maggie Bride, a member of
Bird?
security. Maggie Bird? Oh my gosh, is that the Pokemon? Detective Gumshoe, sir.
That's the like the mascot for the police, right?
Oh yeah! Mr. Bird is the security guard on watch tonight.
Miss Bird, I think.
Did I miss it, Mr. Bird? Oops.
Mr. Bird.
I see. And your point is?
My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird.
No one has ever picked a lock before.
How dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room.
That's right. I refuse to believe that Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did
You're
it.
not helping, Gumshoe. Can we take that as a confession, Detective?
Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal.
Are they in a relationship?
So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right?
Gumshoe has a girlfriend?
Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics.
You're so busy. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. Check on my shoulder. Check on my
You love
jacket.
doing that.
That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime. And for one simple reason. She also has a gun? Reason for
Because she had the
suspicion.
master key, so she's the only one who could open the door, right?
It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe is the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
In order. What if someone stole the master key?
Right.
What if someone just broke in? What if Gumshoe just left the room unlocked?
So you're saying she used the master key. Do you have literally any evidence of that?
Yeah, controlled by security staff. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? He kept saying that.
That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. And look how well that went for you.
That was then, this is now. The flow of good match always changes during the rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. Is that why he's wearing a dang golden medal?
Yeah, I think
a
he's
runner?
supposed to be styled like an athlete. I mean, his name is Jock Portsman. It's supposed to be like
Jogging?
Jaquez or something, like Jaquez Sportsman.
Huh.
Oh, Jock is like Jock, like Jock.
Uh-huh.
And then Portsman, so he's like Jock Sportsman, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Jock Sportsman, got it.
Like an Animal Crossing jock type.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if there's anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. Seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him.
Any security can do that, right? Pretty obvious. Okay, press it.
Hold it. Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used this master key?
There's only one person on staff at this time of night, and tonight she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir.
I had extreme diarrhea.
I was in the bathroom the whole time.
I was shitting my absolute brains out, dude. I should not have eaten 4 servings of Taco Bell.
Yes, moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
That's like the most blatant attempt I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't have done it. Well, that's probably not important.
Not important.
Or what do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal.
But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time.
No, really good argument. Should I hear Mrs. Bird out? This is tough. It's a tough one.
Not so fast. I, too, am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say.
Didn't I just say I'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies.
I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please. S'il vous plaît.
I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
Comic.
As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you?
I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words.
I'm not lying, sir.
If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now. I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. Ha! A likely story. And where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with?
You're telling me that someone stole the key to do a murder, did the murder, and then put it back? That's literally not possible.
Can't be. It's a one-time use key. I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again.
I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it usually because someone stole it.
One of the dumbest accusations I've seen in this game. Yeah, pal, trust me, you don't want to test just how bad her luck is.
Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive.
Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth.
But
But,
you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. And motive is a detective word I hear other people say sometimes.
Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe.
It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points toward a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It is time to blow instead. Phoenix!
Where's the Phoenix? Her intent from the messed up shelves to the wipe down safe. I'd say thievery. Press.
I somehow misread that as I'd say slavery. And I was like,
Slavery.
that's what you're going with?
Yeah.
I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery, however.
What did she steal? Just a book? Glad to hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with the little me.
Right. We know that whoever did the crime had theft as a motive.
Mm-hmm.
But now we need to establish what did she specifically want to steal
Yeah.
to align her as the culprit.
For sure.
However, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe,
Hey, good thinking. Asking for my opinion on the matter.
would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence?
If Gumshoe is not the one to open the door.
I thought we had established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly.
It was just a theory, one hypothesis among the many possibilities.
It was just a theory. A game theory.
I had my doubts about Miss Bird from the very beginning. What?
If that's the case, then why didn't you mention her first?
Right? Now, don't make that face. See, there goes the truth running the other way. Let's pick up the pace and see if we can't catch up to it.
I don't think you're catching my drift.
But we're in the agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? If so, then I hope you understand when I say that since she is the only one who could have opened your office door, that leaves only Mr. Bird as our prime suspect. Present!
Miss Bird.
How did I say Mr. Bird again? Just looks very
Don't you think-
Mr.
Bird. It's like, Bird, that's a Mr. kind of name. I don't know what to do about it.
There's no Miss Bird in this world. Only Mr. Bird.
Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions?
Are you saying there's another way to open the door other than with the master key? Lockpick. Oh, I get it. Perhaps you had a spare made for someone else?
Yeah, but Phoenix didn't do it. I'll have you know, I have never made a spare. So what are you insinuating?
Nothing. Guess I should have known better than to suggest that someone like you would. On top of which, she knows our good detective. What does that have to do with that case?
Is there anyone in this district who hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe?
Exactly. Good point. He's practically a celebrity among us prosecutors. Really?
Really? Really?
All three of us.
I never knew I was so talked about, sir. I must be really good at stuff.
We're holding our collective breath, you know? For when you screw up so badly that you're literally chased off the force. Why do you hate him?
Wait, what? Is that true, Mr. Edgeworth?
Of course not. That's hogwash.
Hogwash.
Don't scare me like that. I almost had a heart attack there.
She's the one faking the dying message.
By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spell out Gumshoe?
Yeah, no shit.
I figured that whoever wrote his name must have wanted to frame him. And just the act of choosing his name is proof enough that the two knew each other well.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and present some evidence.
I would love to. But first we should listen a bit more and digest what he was saying. And press him for more information.
I thought we already pressed everything. So we have the evidence of our badge, obviously. We have the crime scene notes. And revolver, secret safe. Oh yeah, there's no way she would know about this safe because she's not a prosecutor.
Oh,
Right.
that's a good point.
That is one contradiction. Is there one
Kinda
sentence
spitting.
where he said, intent. I'd say it's thievery.
Yeah, from the wipe down safe. There we
Right,
go.
So we present that one
Good call. Good call.
with the safe.
You absolute buffoon. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something?
Why not? It's the truth after all. It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway.
You absolute moron. That may be. But you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only privy to prosecutors, and we've never revealed that to anyone else at any point ever. I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan.
I have a lot of sweat on my forehead. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down.
Highly doubt that. I'd say the culprits knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Yeah, he's chewing on his medal.
Nice. Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal, and I'm a genius.
I know everything.
And that means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either.
Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Wow, you said it yourself. I didn't say nothing.
Right? I didn't say anything, but I think it's a pretty good theory.
Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. Now, are there any prosecutors that knew this victim well that are acting very strangely? What's wrong, prosecutor?
Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Dude, his shit-eating grin is so good. Oh, I love Edgeworth.
Curse, why? What made you?
What's with the angry face all of a sudden?
He has no clue. It's all my fault.
What do you mean?
It's Jim. So it's a suicide now.
Jim killed Jim.
He knew about the existence of the secret safes.
What did you just say?
We were partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret safes.
Then that means...
Yeah, I know. I had only just told him, too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. So the missing book was just like disappeared magically?
Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief.
That does make sense. Wait, we did think that Jim came in here
Yeah.
to look for the thing or whatever.
And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird? Excuse me?
Yeah. That means that he had to come in here first, right? It means he had to come in here first, which means he would have had to steal the master key, which means Maggie Bird's still not a suspect, right?
That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even your risky profession.
What the? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder?
Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir. You can't shoot a gun.
Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to this office.
Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? It was Jim who stole the master key. Oh, pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us. Unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him.
Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief?
I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense.
Has he no honor?
Now then,
Yeah,
I
he's
think
got a
we're
cool
done
jacket.
here, right? The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out? Well, it's not your office.
Not your office. Yeah, you can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. That's what I'm saying.
He's getting more and more antsy. Check out how many spins he's doing.
Yeah.
But I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You are all suspects to varying degrees, and therefore ineligible to run this show.
Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit.
Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself.
With a point. Check out the point.
But, sir... Yeah.
It's so cute.
We have no choice but to accommodate his request.
Haha, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful.
Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again.
We shall meet again. If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now, don't disappoint me, you hear? Oh, nice! This is a really
To
good
be
demo.
continued.
I like
Yeah.
it. Thank you for playing. You can transfer the demo data to the full game. Save your progress. Hell yeah! Nice! That was a great playthrough. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll probably come back with another one. If not, you will see me in other videos.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also click the like button multiple times if you want to, but only odd numbers. Do not click it even numbers.
Yeah, whatever he says. Alright, bye peeps!
Peace.
Bye!